like going into it a little bit. I was definitely a little bit scared going into it. I tend to be kind of like shaky versus Geo, despite playing Geo so much. Uh, playing against Geo so much. I have a lot of Geo practice from Tower and just personal friends I have. Um, oh, I guess I should tweet this out, right? Uh, I could do that really quickly. Reviewing my Strive VODs live on twitch.tv slash James Trombone. Sorry, I thought like a grandma. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I should also pull up Deathloop because I know I'm gonna use Deathloop a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so going into this, I was actually a little bit scared because I fought a lot of Geo, but Geo's just a character that has like a very little margin for like error when you're fighting against her. She has high damage. She builds risk very quickly, and if you don't respond to her pressure properly, you can't get out of it really, or you'll sometimes just die if you're stuck block if you're not just stuck blocking. So even though like I think Nago does well in the matchup, you do have to be very like you gotta play really well, I think, to beat her. But let's go ahead and review the VOD. I think I'll leave commentary on. Maybe I'll put a little bit of music too to make sure it's not. Yeah, look at them. They're talking about how I rarely get to show up because I do rarely get to show up. Oh, I'm promoting Stupid Fighter, right? Yeah, let me just skip this. Yeah, thank you, Tilted, for talking about Stupid Fighter. Very appreciated. Aw, I'm best Nago. Thank you. I think that's different now because this tournament Bear won, and we played each other in losers finals, so it was really funny. I knew I was gonna lose the mirror to him, so that's how it goes when we play mirrors. I'm awful at the Nago mirror. All right, I think we start with the button check, right? I remember there was this one set of tournament I had where I didn't do button check and my buttons were set incorrectly, so I didn't have an RC, and that scared me forever. So I always button check. I don't care if people get annoyed. I'm drinking coffee. It's early. Yeah, they definitely like both like to press buttons just in different ways. Okay, so my round start here is 2S. Cristiano did backdash or yeah, air backdash. So I took note of that. I like to take notes of round starts because I think I think when Nago gets a round start successfully, it's a really big moment for him. Uh, and at least you'd have less interactions that you need to win, right? So I like to make sure my round starts. I like to win round starts as much as I possibly can. And counter options. Nago can counter basically every round start option from any character in the cast because he has like top 2 round start. Yeah, I went for throw again. Um, I would agree with what Mr. J said there. I was definitely scared, so I went for a throw tech. You kind of see what I mean here when I see you have a very little margin for error in this matchup. I took quite a bit. Like my first hit, like first time I got hit, it was just a 5K punish on 2H because Geo can do that. So a hard knockdown with PG, safe jump, and then she catches the backdash, and I take a lot of damage, and then she breaks the wall as I do a throw, and then look at the damage, right? And that's a hard knockdown. We're not necessarily guess for game because Nago has health, but it's definitely difficult. If you lose these early interactions, it's definitely difficult to climb back up against Geo, I think. But yeah, I got like really no interactions there. Okay, so I start with an aggressive backdash or a Beyblade run start. I pressed in the wrong spot, so I get counter hit 5H. 2S. I was blocking low there because I was scared of getting hit. They went for overhead, and it was nice. He's the fast RC. I think that mix isn't that good. They missed the safe jump, so I get the throw. I recognize it, but I can't even get my offense started. They used the gold burst immediately, which is a good thing to do in that situation, I think, and right into the super. And that's game 1, like just like that. like I kind of lost the war of attrition. Like when I got my interactions, when I got my spots, right? Like I couldn't really take advantage of them as much as I kind of wanted to in this situation, right? Uh, like you can see it when I get the reversal throw here. Oh, I start to go. I want to go for my either meteor like my strike throw mix, right? But I don't even get to start it because Cristiano Gold Burst, and they really had no reason not to. So it's kind of just a situation where I'm kind of stuck in a way. So I have to hold that. Uh, Very quick game. I skipped my song. Uh, I think I was listening to Unchained uh, most of this bracket. Okay, so around start DP, I get 2D counter hit. That's like not what I want. I have the burst, so in terms of like resources, I'm winning, and I'm happy with this situation. But I burst immediately because I don't want to get hard knockdown, especially that close to the corner. But I still get hard knockdown. My blood's pretty high, and I also backlash again, so I kind of get stuck. I block the charge dust. That's pretty reactable even on PS4, at least PS4 Pro. So I spend the Beyblade there. I actually get the anti-air. What I should have done here for this combo, I should have done close slash into 6H. Like that would have actually like killed, not killed, but like I actually might have killed low key. I don't know why I went for the 5P right there. I was just nervous and didn't trust myself. They didn't fast their C, so I get the punish here. I guess this isn't a punish because if you look at Dust Loop, right, you can see Cristiano's side of it. I think they probably tried to RC or something. Usually most Geo players don't just do that empty. Okay, as you can like look here, that move is like not punishable. It's like -5 or 3, yeah, -4. So you have to just defend it to punish it, and all Nago could do to punish it is like a throw up and just defend. And I mean, you're not gonna get that all the time. So, what most Geo players do is they like either DP because her little DP move because it puts her in the air so it can kind of avoid normals and also has some like high profile, low profile stuff. So you can kind of beat your attempt to take back your turn in a way. So I like to go for 2K, 2D usually after it. But also if I recognize the Geo player will like do the DP a lot after the kick, like Sepultura 4K thing, like also just wait for them to do the DP and just punish it that way. But I played Cristiano a decent amount, and also in the first game, Cristiano did not really do DP after crescent kick, so I had no reason. I had no reason to do it there. I wanted to trust my gut, so I went with 2K 2D, and it paid off. Okay, so I get a counter at 2S. I catch the jump. This is like a good situation. They spend the gold burst, which I'm okay with this. They can't really get an amazing combo, but I lift too many buttons. The 6H is a misinput. Okay, so I get the throw. I spend it on getting damage, which I think is honestly a decent option in there. That situation. I'm backdashing a lot, but it's working out kind of. I spend the burst here because I really do want to get this game, and I do get the game. Cristiano, like the way I see Cristiano and like a lot of like players in general is like I try to look at their habits timer because I think every player has like a timer of when they'll do certain options, right? So everyone has like a timer like when they'll jump, when they'll press, when they'll backdash, things like that, right? Even I do, right? So I kind of wanted to check and I was like, okay, I think he's gonna jump here, so I want to trust my gut in 2H. 2H is a preemptive anti-air in general, so like you're not gonna use it as like like a reaction anti-air. It's just not built for that. So, you need to be confident and trust your gut, and it's also pretty punishable on whiff. So, it whiffing is pretty not good, but if someone blocks it, it's actually pretty good because you can just cancel me like fairly plus because it has a lot of blocks done. But it's pretty punishable on block if you don't cancel. So I burst here because I'm really avoiding getting a hard knockdown. I think I'm too scared honestly, but I don't trust myself to get out of Cristiano's offense at least just yet. I get the counter at 5H. I forget what they pressed. Let me see. Yeah, I catch 2H again. That's what I'm talking about, like with the preemptive anti-airs. Like he's probably gonna jump here because he got soft knockdown. So yeah, I catch it. I catch the backdash with 6H, which is actually a great spot because 6H gives back a lot of blood and it's also a huge damaging normal. Cristiano tries to get back in after they got hit, so I 5H because I know I'm still plus. I get the counter hit, so I get a lot of damage here. I missed my meaty, so I need to lab that out actually. Like in the situation, I'm usually pretty good at it, but you have to delay a little bit. Like they backdash, but I know Nago can punish a backdash by doing close dash again. So, but yeah, they spent the super here, which is a good option. It's not gonna wall break, but I mean, it kind of sucks. She gets Oki off of her super regardless. I did YRC command grab. It's like this always feels grimy to me when I get it. It scales a bit because of because YRC damage. But it's like I would not consider this to be the best YRC option. I like to use YRC, but I very much think YRC is a bad defensive option. I think it very much sucks. I'm essentially in a 50-50, like when I do it, but I want to bet the chance on me getting out, so I do it and I get out. So it paid off for me there. But I'd like to I've really analyzed like YRC. I don't want to say RPS because it's not really RPS, but it's like RPS slightly skewed in your favor because you're more plus. So I've really tried to analyze it so I can like take turns back from someone doing YRC on me, and I can also get my turn from YRCing myself. Anyway, I backdash. I'm really scared here. This is not good. I block the cross up. I backdash again and I die. This was literally my round. But I'm way too scared and I'm backdashing a lot. I also miss my meaty here, which is like, dude, like I suck at this game. Like, I need to lab it out. The Fukio doesn't give me enough frames to do close slash, so I probably should have just stayed the same side and then, or like just didn't move and just did 5K or something. But yeah, I backdashed twice and I got. I'm kind of like not upset about it, but like, man. Yeah, so they waited for the 2H, which was good. And that's a huge like swing in the favor of momentum for Cristiano. I get caught low, but they're too far away to 5H. I get 2H. It happens. About to cross up, or lock the overhead, I mean. Lock the overhead again. I 5P because I wanted to challenge, but like I can't really do much. Yeah, they use the 4 frame. I fill up in blood. They don't punish me though. I could have won this round. But I misplayed completely. That was really nice. Just air dash JK. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this is 2-1. This is a player I know I can beat, and I don't want to lose to them because going through losers bracket would kind of suck. So, and it would suck. Loser bracket would like suck to go through. So I don't want to do that. So let's clean it up. That's kind of what I'm saying to myself. So I recognize that Cristiano likes to do the backdash. So this is something I've been trying to do recently a lot as well. I hard commit with doing Fukio forward close slash, and I get a huge reward off of it. I even dropped the combo, but I dropped the combo, but you get a huge reward off of this. I block I burst there because I don't want to deal with momentum. I 5H get stuffed there by 5K, which hurt me in the inside. Yeah, I challenged there because I know Cristiano has to dash. So, I gotta thank Quinn for me knowing that. Geo players was okay. Yeah, I got hit there. So I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, so when this happened, I got really upset. Like internally, I'm like, dude, are you serious? You got hit here? But okay. I gotta thank Quinn here for me knowing when Geo has to reapproach, because like most of the time Geo in her offense does not have to reapproach. She literally will just like be close enough to you to just like press again, right? Just because of the way she does her offense. So getting Cristiano to a situation where they're kind of like funneled into either backing off and resetting neutral, or like trying to get a fake what do you call it, turn back again. Like that's something that was important for me to understand. And it gave me the huge reward, right? Like a massive reward. But I get caught low here. I should be more confident in just blocking low and leaving myself to catch the overhead, but getting hit by the super does so much damage. This super like sucks to get hit by. Like it's so annoying to get hit by. So I'm gonna be like almost death. This kills most characters, honestly. It's just because I'm Naga. Like this would have been death for most characters in this game. So I'm gonna save from situation where it's literally guess for game for or guess for life for me. And I don't guess right. I also don't block low again. So I'm like, dude, you gotta do it. You gotta block low. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I need to do something here. So I do aggressive round start, DP, catch it. I don't want to like the height I got on the DP was like weird, so I didn't want to go for full combo. So I ended with 6H. Go for the meaty. I get the meaty. I have 5. I do the combo. You know, I do the Nago thing. I catch the meaty. Do a bunch of damage. A lot, right? This is what I mean by when Nago like getting round start is really good for him. It can skew the game in his favor. He has to work so much less. And I'm just 5Hing here and I get it. I get it. That was a good round to me. I felt good about that. I catch the DP again. So I go for just... I want to go for meaty here again. They used the 4-frame. That's something Geo can do. So I backdashing in there because I was really scared. What I found out what I actually need to do there is just like... I can just 2K 2D. Like after close slash. Or I can just 6H. If I want to bet it for real. So I block here. I use the FD a bit. I catch the backdash. I do 2S meaty counter hit. I don't even want to bait the burster. I knew he would burst, but I just didn't want to bait the burster because it's not worth it. I should have 6P'd that, honestly. I had enough frames, I think. I backdash again there and I got hit by JD. So I'm backdashing a lot. People always say I mash backdash, which is true, because I do. I get stuffed. This is like not good situation because this was letting my round and then like I just use my bad habits and here I am doing it again, abusing backdash, literally putting myself in the corner, but I had good defense so I got out. But Cristiano should have won that situation. I misplayed completely. So I'm like, okay, I basically just robbed you. And if I lose this set, I'm crying myself to sleep tonight. Like, if I rob you and I don't win the set, like, I can't live with that. So I'm like, okay, I need to win the set here. I have the information I need. I have the knowledge I need. Let me do this. I'm close. Like, I got the robbery. It's time. It's time. So here I am. Like, I'm really confident now in like my offense. I get 2H or 2D'd. I mean, safe because Nago has disjoints. My blood is also really good now because I got 6H. I'm gonna get the trade, but I'm not really stressing about that because I mean I'm fine. They 5P there. I wire C here. Honestly I shouldn't even wire C. I kind of wanted to, yeah. I should have wire C'd because I just didn't want to deal with faster C mix. That's what I didn't want. I wanted the guessing game to be over. And Nago doesn't really use meter that much other than supers and RC. So like, it's not like the biggest deal that like I spent the meter there. It's like whatever. Because I just don't want to deal with the situation in hand, and I have the health lead to just like make it worth it, even with the 10-second meter game penalty. So I counter hit here. So I'm just all I need to do is like okay. So I get the 5H here. I'm like, I want them to I don't even want them to realize they're at low health. Like, what a lot of players won't realize is that they're at low health and chip percent. So I'm like, okay, 5H, meaty, Beyblade. I'm already like, as soon as I hit the counter hit 5H, I'm already like 5H to hit the OTG, 5H on block, Beyblade to kill. Like, I'm already on that situation. I don't want Cristiano to realize he has 50 bar to FD and make my chip not worth it and kill me. Because if I don't, like, okay, in this situation, if Cristiano blocks it, I lose because I will blood rage. Like, if he FDs and he doesn't die, I will lose because I blood rage. So I'm like, okay, I need him to die. So I just hard commit. It works out. He doesn't realize he has meter, so he gets shipped out from Beyblade. I'm match point. I'm thinking sus. Yeah, so it's match point here. I block the overhead. So I'm blocking here. I'm confident right here in this situation. I'm confident in my defense. This is like me learning everything I have. I also recognize the situation where Gio has to repressure because he spent the meter on the RC mix. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even scared here. Like my risk is obviously I'm going to explode if 5 HDB or something like that, but like I'm not even like scared. Like I'm just block. I'm confident in my ability to react, and there's no meter, so I don't have to deal with any unreactable mix-ups. So I'm doing fine here. It's one more interaction to death. They press, and maybe they jumped. They jumped, yeah. They jumped, and I take the set. And I felt good about that. I was like shaken after the set. Both of us were actually. And Cristiano obviously not very happy about that set. But I think he played really well. I played him online earlier in the week, and like I kind of like watched him, but like he really improved. And I think Cristiano's a really good player, so I'm not really I think she'd be really happy with how this game went, because apparently I'm a strong player. So yeah, okay. So let's go chronological order of sets that happened. So Cristiano, then it was me versus